It's your boy, Margio. And we back at it again with another reaction, man. Today we got NBA legends explaining why Larry Bird was a monster. You know what I'm saying? A monster back in his time. You know? But y'all let me know. I want to know in the comments, man, what was y'all favorite Larry Bird moment of all time? Mind you, he played 13 seasons. I really just found this out like 3 weeks ago. 13 seasons. He barely played, and he accomplished so much. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But y'all let me know in the comments, man, like, what was y'all favorite moment of Larry Bird when he played ball? I know it's a lot of OGs that watch my reactions. I know a lot of y'all love Bird so much. And I just want to know, like, what was y'all favorite moment of Bird, man? Because Bird, I feel like he had so many moments. And we watched so many stories of Bird. Like, it's just too many of them. Like, I ain't gonna lie. It's just too many of them. The way people speak highly about Bird is insane. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, you will hear Bird so much. It's crazy. But before we start this video, man, we're on the road to 15K subs. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. God bless all y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Y'all know the dilly. Let's get straight into this video, man. Is he a monster? Indeed, he a monster. What was his best season, though? What was his best year? Y'all let me know in the comments. What was his best year?
Y'all personal favorite. To understand about the NBA in the 1980s, it wasn't just about talent. It was about intimidation, mind games, and survival. And in this war,
he said survival and war back in the day. I like that.
Couldn't jump like Michael Jordan, and wasn't as fast as Magic Johnson. But when this pale, lanky kid from Indiana stepped onto the hardwood, something strange happened. Even some of the league's toughest enforcers, men who hated guarding him, started breaking out in a cold sweat. They called him the Hick from French Lick.
The Hick?
But behind that face was the most vicious, arrogant, and mentally destructive monster to ever lace up a pair of sneakers. Today, the legends who bled against him tell the truth.
So Larry Bird came over there and looked at our bet, and he said, 3-pointer. So why don't you?
I can't believe this shit really true. He telling people this? You don't hear stuff like that in today's
We are answering the ultimate question. How did a man who looked like a high school math teacher turn the entire NBA into a house of mirrors and pure terror?
Why you gotta disrespect Bird like that, man?
Magic Johnson said Bird was the player he respected most. That's coming from the man who led the Lakers to 5 championships. Why? Because Bird didn't just want to beat you. He wanted to take your soul.
Behind the back to Nate Archibald. Right, fantastic.
He wanted you to go home, look at your family, and wonder why you ever picked up a basketball in the first place. We are talking about a man who scored 60 points against the Hawks and had their own bench cheering for him out of pure disbelief.
Shoots it good. Bird have had great games against each other this year.
A man who walked into the All-Star locker room
what kind of shoes
and
he was wearing?
which one
Converse?
of you losers is coming in second. But the real story is darker. There were moments when Bird was so bored by his own greatness that he started playing games within the game that bordered on insanity. This is how Larry Bird became one of the most feared players in basketball history. To understand the monster, you have to go to where it was forged. French Lick, Indiana, a town of less than 2,000 people.
How far is that from my crib?
Cornfields and hoops. Larry Bird wasn't a product of a system. He was a lone wolf.
Got it again.
While other kids were at parties, Larry was shooting hundreds of free throws every single morning.
Dang, he was skinny.
Before school.
That's a rare picture. Dang, he was mad skinny.
When he entered the NBA in 1979, the experts laughed. They saw this 6'9" player with thin legs and a strange jumper and said, "He's too slow. He will be eaten alive in the paint. NBA athletes will run circles around him." Even the Celtics weren't sure if they should bet their entire franchise on this country boy. Think about the arrogance of those scouts. They thought basketball was just about vertical leap and 40-yard dash times. They missed the most important part. Larry Bird's brain operated at the speed of a supercomputer, while the rest of the league was using an abacus.
I like that right there. I like that.
They've seen so many great plays, but they still appreciate number 33.
He was a master of geometry. He knew where the ball would land before it even hit the rim. The doubt was just gasoline for a fire that would burn the NBA down for the next decade.
One
They called him
Lakers
slow,
game winner,
but he
bro.
was always 2 steps ahead, mentally and physically. The moment the NBA realized Larry Bird wasn't human wasn't because of a dunk. It was because of his sheer malice. This was the birth of the trash talk king.
On the floor, we're down to 6.
He said he's gonna stick it in his face.
Double fake, jumper.
There is a famous story about Xavier McDaniel, one of the toughest defenders of his era. Bird looked him dead in the eye and said, "I am going to get the ball right here. I am going to take 1 step left, and I am going to shoot
That
it
might be
right
one
in
of
your
the
face."
most disrespectful
And guess
things
what
somebody would
happened?
say to you.
Bird got
And
the
do
ball.
it.
He took the step. He
What?
shot, and after the ball ripped through the net,
What?
he looked at McDaniel with a straight face and said, "Damn, I didn't mean to leave 2 seconds on the clock."
And still shit
That's not
talking.
basketball. That is a psychological execution.
Bird was
In
different,
that
bro.
moment, the league realized you are not playing against a man. You are playing against a fate he has already written for you. Or look at the legendary left-handed game in 1986. The story goes that Bird was so bored with the competition that he decided to finish nearly every shot inside the paint using only his left hand, despite being right-handed. He finished with an extraordinary performance, and after the game, he said, "I was saving my right hand for the Lakers. That isn't confidence. That is a psychotic level of dominance."
I
Between
love his confidence,
1984
bro.
and 1986, Larry Bird was the undisputed god of basketball. 3 straight Most Valuable Player awards. In this stretch, he was invincible. He was a great white shark in a pool of goldfish. His statistics were absurd, but what made him a monster was his efficiency. He never wasted a movement. Every pass was a surgical strike. If you played the Celtics in that era, you knew you were spending 48 minutes in hell. Bird was everywhere. The best rebounder, the best passer, and the deadliest shooter on the floor.
Larry Bird, off he goes. Give it right back to Bird for the cramp.
Opposing coaches were hopeless. Chuck Daly of the Bad Boy Pistons once said, "We tried everything. We doubled him. We hit him. We held him. He just laughed at us." Bird loved the pain. He sought out contact. He was a street fighter in a gentleman's jersey. Why did it work tactically? Let's look at the cold, hard facts. Bird had a release point behind his head that was nearly impossible to block without fouling.
Bro, try to
His
shoot like
footwork
this.
was so precise that he could send
That's
defenders
that's
flying with a
hard, bro.
single
Why how he
head
doing that
fake.
all night?
But his greatest weapon was his court awareness. Larry Bird didn't see the game in 2 dimensions. He saw trajectories, passing angles, and ball rotation in real time. He was one of the first.
He definitely
true
was like a
point
science
forwards.
teacher
He could ignite the
on the
fast break
court.
like a guard. Close to that Bird. Takes
It's
the
like he knew
jumper.
every. It's like
They tuned each other.
he was just
And
a
battled
peer
in the
teacher.
post like a center.
He knew every subject on the court.
And then there is
Every
the
detail.
shot. In an era where the three-point shot was an afterthought, Bird used it as a psychological dagger.
God, bro.
He was the predator who studied his prey's weaknesses before he ever struck. That is what made him terrifying. You couldn't surprise him. He already knew what you were going to do before you did. In the end, it wasn't an opponent that defeated Larry Bird. It was his own body. His back injuries turned the monster back into a man who could barely stand. But even in his final games, in agonizing pain, he was still outsmarting the next generation superstars. His legacy is set in stone. Larry Bird was an important part
What a
of the
legend,
modern
bro.
NBA. He helped save the game and turned it into an art form. The legends call him a monster because he pushed the limits of what a human being can achieve on a court. He was proof that greatness begins in the mind and is finished in the heart. He was terrifying. He was arrogant. He was a nightmare. But above all, he was one of a kind. Now I want to hear from you. If Larry Bird played in today's NBA, with all that space and no hand checking, how many points would he average? Would he drop 50
80.
points a night, or would he be too slow for
81.
the modern pace? Let me know in the comments.
Wow. I ain't gonna lie. Like I said in the beginning of the video, y'all let me know what was y'all favorite moment of Bird, and what was like the best season in y'all opinion. What was the best season that Larry Bird played in back in the day? You know what I'm saying? Like Bird, man. Like we can talk about Bird all day long, like how good he was, how like tough he was, like a lot of people wasn't doing it like Bird. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of people wasn't doing it like Bird, bruh. Like Bird was so nice. You know what I'm saying? Let me see how much Bird. I'm gonna see how much Bird average. His most he averaged in the season. Larry Bird most average. $30, 29.9, basically 30 points in 1987-88 season. Golly, boy, that boy was just a bucket getter. 30 points? Like every night. He doing this every night. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta put some more respect on Larry Bird's name, man. We do. Especially us Gen Zs. Like, we need to start watching the history. Like, cause like, I ain't gonna lie. The game just it's getting a little different. It's getting a little different, man. Like, I ain't gonna, it's getting a little different. I would love to see somebody come up and go to college and go to the pros and like work with Larry. I want Larry Bird to work with somebody. I want somebody to be I don't know. It's kind of weird that I'm saying it like this because like there probably is a lot of Larry Bird fans out there that that's in the D1 college or going to the league. But I want to see somebody like actually like say Larry Bird is their favorite, and I want to see Larry like Hakeem was helping Dwight Howard on his post moves and stuff like that. I want to see Larry Bird helping somebody else out because I feel like if somebody can get in touch with Larry Bird, we might see another. I don't want to say another Larry Bird. We'll see something that's identical to him. Like I feel like Larry Bird will like help out whoever need that help. I'm saying I'm telling you like the confidence, just the scoring ability, like. Just all around, like, bro, we need more Birds in the league. I ain't gonna lie, we definitely need more Larry Birds in the league. From people that, like, Bird was really like, it's crazy like how everything's starting to change. Like everybody nowadays are really friendly in sports, like super friendly. And you see back in the day, so many studs, like people hungry, they hungry like dogs, really just wanna tear everything. Just you know how it is. I know y'all know how it is. I can't tell y'all because y'all seen it, like from the Michael Jordans to the Dennis Rodmans to the Dominique from the Glove, Gary Payton, Sean Kemp. You know what I'm saying? From all those players back in the day, they really was talking that stuff and backing it up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we need more of that in today's game. Like, there's nobody really like, I don't know. You're not hearing stories like how Larry Bird stories was. Like, Larry Bird gonna tell you what he gonna do the next play. You not hearing that no more. Like, Larry Bird confidence is like this, like these, like, that boy high, like, that's just crazy. Like, it seems so fake the way he talks stuff. And it's thousands of coaches and NBA players and college players and whatever reporters telling us about how Larry Bird used to talk trash and bag it up. Like, that don't seem real at all, and that's just unbelievable to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, Bird was just so different, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie, it's just crazy. I don't even know what to say, man. But y'all let me know in the comments for real. Like, what was y'all favorite moment of Bird? What was his best season in y'all opinion? And yeah, how much y'all think he averaged in today's game, man? How much y'all think he averaged? He already averaged 30. You know what I'm saying? But I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Hope y'all having an amazing, blessed day today. And I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Love y'all. I'm out.